Good afternoon, children. Today we are going to continue chapter sound. In the previous class, you had studied sound is a form of energy, and the basic cause of production of sound is vibration. Today you will read how sound is produced in humans. In the human being, there is a windpipe, and in the windpipe there is larynx, that is also known as voice box. In the human being, sound is produced by vocal cord. You have studied. Now this voice box or larynx, okay, two vocal cords are stretched across it, and between the two vocal cord there is a narrow slit or gap. Now the lungs forces the air, and the air enters the slit, and this air causes vibration in the vocal cord. This vocal cord is attached with muscles, and the muscles pull the ligament, due to which the vocal cord may become thick or thin. The pitch of the sound may be changed by the thickness and thinness of the vocal cord. You have seen, children, that the size, tautness and thickness of the vocal cord affects the pitch of the sound. In the girls or in the baby, the voice is shrill, whereas in the voice is flatter. It is due to thickness, thinness, size and tautness of the vocal cord. These three things influence the pitch of the sound. These three things are the size of the vocal cord, thickness and thinness of the vocal cord, and tautness of the vocal cord. In this way, you have seen, children, that sound is produced with the help of vocal cord in the human being. Now, due to air present in the slit, I told you, children, that the voice box has two vocal cords stretched across it, and between the two vocal cords there is a slit gap, and the lungs forces the air into the slit. Due to this air in the slit, the vocal cord vibrates, okay, and this vibration is converted into speech with the help of tongue, nose and lips. So you have seen that in the human being the sound is produced by vocal cord. Now in other animals, how sound is produced we are going to study. This earth is full of amazing sound. Some sounds are pleasant, some are unpleasant. But this earth is full of sound. Various kinds of sound are heard by us. You have heard the sound of cat, dog, lion, horse. All these animals produce sound by vocal cords. The cat mews, then you have seen the dog barks, lion roars. All these sounds in these animals are produced by vocal cord. Now you will see, children, in the birds also some sound are pleasant, some are unpleasant, like crow. Sound of crow is unpleasant, whereas the sound of the cuckoo is very pleasant. How this sound is produced? It is produced by a ring of cartilage called syrinx. Okay. Now when you will study about the production of sound in insects, you will see that sound is produced by vibration of wing. You know, children, insects have 3 pairs of legs and 2 pairs of wings. Okay, and they produce sound by vibration of wing. Due to this, many trained persons can understand whether the honey bee is loaded with honey or the honey bee is without honey. Children, you should know there are three types of honey bees: worker, drone and queen. Worker goes out to collect honey. Its function is to collect honey. So name is worker. Now when it goes to collect honey, on the way the wing vibrates, and the vibration of wings very fast. But when it is coming back, it is loaded with honey, it is coming back, that time the wing vibrates slow. So the pitch can be understood by the vibration of the wing by the trained person, and trained person can understand that the honey bee is there with bees or not. What I mean to say, children, that in the insects, sound is produced by vibration of wing. Now when we will see frog, in the frog you have seen that croakings are produced because when they puff their vocal sac. It looks like a balloon because it fills the vocal sac with air, and the vocal sac produces sound. So you have seen how sound is produced in different animals. Our earth is a unique planet because of different regions. One of the regions is this earth is full of diverse kind of sound. Now the next topic is propagation of sound. How does sound propagate? Children, if an explosion takes place on the moon, we do not listen the sound of the explosion even if it is taking place nearby us, because there is no atmosphere. What is atmosphere? A layer of air is called atmosphere. So on the moon, due to lack of atmosphere, we do not listen the sound of the explosion. This atmosphere extends up to 200 km from the surface of the earth. Above that, we do not listen the sound. We do not listen the sound in the outer space due to lack of atmosphere. What I mean to say, children, that sound requires material medium to propagate. Sound may travel through solid, through liquid and through gas. Today you will study, children, that sound cannot propagate through vacuum. Okay? This activity, this experiment will show that sound requires material medium for its propagation. It cannot propagate through vacuum. For that we have taken a bell jar. At the neck of bell jar, one rubber cork is fit, and in the center of the rubber cork, one metal rod is inserted. With the help of this metal rod, one bell is suspended, and near the hole we have used adhesive so that no air may pass in the bell jar. Now when we will shake the bell jar, we will see the bell is vibrating and we will listen the sound of the bell. Now because there is air in the bell jar, now we will connect one vacuum pump in the bell jar and we will evacuate the air. Okay children, when we will use vacuum pump to evacuate the air, now when we will shake the bell jar, we will see the bell is vibrating, but we will not listen the sound of the bell because we have used vacuum pump to evacuate the bell jar. Now there is no air, so we can conclude that sound propagates through material medium. It cannot propagate through vacuum. Okay children? Did you understand? So you have seen that sound can travel through air. Air is gas. It cannot propagate through vacuum. Now you will study, children, that the speed of sound is maximum in solid and after that in liquid and least in gas. The speed of sound in air is 330 meter per second and the speed of sound in liquid or water is 1500 meter per second. Now you will see that the sound may propagate through liquid, through water. Okay. For that we require one tub and two stones. When you strike two stones, you can hear the sound of the stone. Now take a tub, fill it with water and tell your friend to put his ears on the wall of the tub. You can see diagram is given in the book. This diagram I haven't drawn on the blackboard, so you can take help of your book. Now your friend will put his ears on the wall of the tub. Now when you will strike the stone in the water, your friend will hear the sound of the stone. This sound is travelling through water. So we can conclude that sound may propagate through liquid. This activity is showing that the sound may propagate through liquid and the speed of sound is more in water than in air. Okay. Thank you, children.